On this episode, we talk about what to eat as opposed to eating unhealthy during
How about
football.
eat this, not that?
Eat this, not that. What she said. Welcome to episode 24 of EFS TV. I'm Nathaniel Decker.
And Megan Osisko.
And I'm out of practice, so thanks for that. All right, so today, guys, we're going to talk about eating this and not that. And basically what we want to go through is whenever you guys are watching football games and doing all the unhealthy things that are about to happen in the fall, basically what to stay away from and what to eat to make sure you guys are staying on a healthy track. So let's get right into it.
So first thing I would say, a lot of people eat maybe popcorn throughout the game. So a healthier option rather than just getting stuff and putting it in the microwave. There's a brand called Skinny Pop out there. So it either comes in a large bag or you can get individual bags. I personally like individual bags, so it's portion control. But those are only 100 calories per bag. Very low carb, very low sodium.
Okay.
So it's a really good option as far as that.
I was going to say, I think I'd really like the big bag, but I actually haven't had that, but I'll take your word for it. I'm not a huge popcorn fan, though. Like, when I go to the movies, I'm all about, like, Twizzlers and, like, super unhealthy stuff, not popcorn, but I digress.
It has no kernels, too, so that's
really
good. Yeah,
See,
so
now
that,
that
and
that's why I don't like it. It's stuck in your teeth, and then, like, every once in a while, you'll throw, like, a mouthful and, like, bite down, and you feel like you just broke half your face.
Yeah.
So...
you won't get the feeling.
Right. Another one being chips. So that's something that I'm guilty myself of sometimes, not going to lie. They do have pop chips, which are a healthier version, which are pretty good. So check those out. But what I like to do when I'm trying to stay away from the higher sodium options and things like that is raw vegetables. I'm a huge fan of raw veggies. So I personally like carrots and cucumbers with hummus. That's my favorite. Instead of chips and dip, try to have vegetables and hummus. Yeah.
You still get that crunch.
Red peppers and hummus is fantastic.
What's another, some people like ranch dip, so what's a better way to do that?
That's true. I don't personally like ranch that much. But Greek yogurt with the ranch dressing, I think we were talking about, with the ranch seasoning rather, is a healthier version. I've never tried it, but I know it's good for you. It's good for you.
Yeah,
so
better options.
And then I know guys like myself like wings, so why don't you talk about some healthier options of that?
So they have options as far as boneless, skinless, and basically like tenders almost. And you could still put the same like hot sauce and whatever kind of sauce you like. Be sure we're looking for one that's obviously lower in sodium. That still is gonna kind of fill the void of those coated, breaded chicken wings.
Right. Yeah, and I personally like Frank's Red Hot over like buffalo sauces. You'll see a difference obviously in the sodium content and things like that, but Frank's Red Hot is a pretty good substitute to buffalo sauce or standard buffalo sauces anyway. So let's talk about drinks a little bit. So beer, obviously, I'm not going to tell you guys you can't drink beer during a football game because that's ridiculous. But whenever you are looking at beer, staying for like the healthier options, the Michelob Lights, the things like that, instead of Budweiser and things like that. Staying away from craft beers. I know those are the best ones, but they are awful for you. And the alcohol content is much higher. And I could get into the science of why alcohol is terrible for you, but let's just keep things simple, right? The hangovers are bad for your appetite, obviously. And then while you're drinking, once you start to get a few in you start to eat the unhealthy foods, typically and make worse choices.
And retain more water. So
and
you'll feel bloated.
Yeah, again,
a couple days after.
Tons of science of why it's bad for you, but the common sense ones, obviously, are things like that. So staying for the lighter options, and then if you're more of a liquor person, staying with the clear liquors, there's less calories in those, and not mixing them with juices, which are terrible for you, really high in sugar, and pops, maybe going with soda water, things of that nature. So
another good idea is if you are like a tailgate host or something, make sure you have a case of water or something available.
That's a good idea.
So that you can have a beer and then have some water, alternate throughout the day.
Right.
Rather than just...
It's a very good point. And so that you're not, if they do have, this is something that I know that my mom is actually, sorry mom, is guilty of this. whenever they drink like vodka mixed with like any kind of pop, whenever you get tired of drinking the liquor, then you usually just drink pop, which is terrible for you. So have some water available. That's a good point.
Definitely. Very good.
And then you want to go over some desserts?
Oh yes, desserts. Everyone loves those. So maybe skip the cookies and brownies and go for a fruit salad with some Cool Whip. That's definitely a lighter and healthier option for you, but it'll hopefully fill that sweet tooth void.
Yeah, and delicious. I love fruit and Cool Whip. It's great.
Yeah.
So outside of that, make sure you guys stay tuned after the episode. We are going to be throwing up a workout to be doing during football games. We did something similar for like the Cavs games and things like that. This is just a good way to stay active and healthy during a football game, and hopefully you guys, paired with eating the right things, can still have a good, healthy, productive weekend outside of work and eating healthy during the week.
Definitely.
We'll see you guys on the next episode.